What's up, guys? It's Jack, and today I want to make a quick video on why you should do the most hardcore, the most low probability approaches, the most impossible approaches, as most guys would call them, and approach the hottest girls that you see. These are approaches where, the girl is surrounded by three of her friends, they're at a cafe or a restaurant, or she's with her mom, or she's with her parents, or, she may be with a group of people and there's guys and girls and you want a certain woman in that group. Well, these are the type of approaches that will make you grow so much. They will make your confidence grow so much. And they're crucial. They're crucial. And these type of approaches just give you so much confidence and energy for your future approaches down the line. I actually made an audio recording of this. It was on my phone, and I just felt the audio captured what I wanted to say way better. So most of this video will not be me talking. I'm going to try to make it as entertaining as possible. But yeah, it'll be an audio file. It's one of the best videos in terms of valuable information and motivational content that you'll probably see around. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so in New York, I approached this girl. She was basically saying bye to her friend. I hate to use ratings, but she was incredibly hot. I feel ratings kind of like messes you up when you start using them. But just to help people understand, basically movie star hot, possibly even hotter. Like definitely could be in a Maxim magazine as their cover issue. Just insanely hot. And she was saying bye. She was with her mom and her little brother because they were standing next to her, and her little brother kind of gave her some shit, and she kind of messed up his hair or something. And she was saying bye to her friend who was going to Istanbul. I was in JFK on my trip back to Europe, Eastern Europe, and I had a connection in Istanbul. So I'm in JFK. I see this girl. I'm like semi-waiting in the check-in. They're at another little check-in gate waiting in line, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'd say about 10 feet away. And I spot this chick, and she's dressed like tight jeans. I'm seeing a little bit of stomach. She's got this tight shirt on. Just the proportions, like ideal Coke bottle. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And she's just staying there, like they're hugging it out, like her and her friend. Her friend and her friend's mom look like they're leaving and they're going to Istanbul. Like they have the huge bags, and they don't look like they're going for like a week or two. They have the big bags. So either they live in Istanbul or they're going there for like a month or a couple months. Anyway, I'm just showing you the scenario. And they're hugging it out. They're kind of like, she's kind of like sad that they're leaving, but she's smiling. She's like, they're talking there as the friend and her mom were waiting to get in line. And I spot this chick, and I wait a little bit. I hesitate because I kind of don't want to interrupt. Like, I wanted to be calibrated. I don't want to go when they're hugging it out. Another reason I hesitated is, although I have no problems approaching girls, sometimes these really hot ones still intimidate me. Like, even though I think I've come such a long way and I don't care most of the time, with the really hot ones, I'm still affected. Honestly, to say honestly, I'm still affected sometimes. And I'm walking that line of sometimes I'm like not affected at all. And sometimes I'm back in the little chode world of being affected. And the reason this is because I have not approached enough of them because they're so rare. And I'm not building up in my head or anything. Like, this was the type of girl that if she walked through a restaurant, everybody would turn their heads. Like, give her a red dress, this girl, everybody, women, guys, this is the type of girl that was. So anyway, I go in, didn't give a shit what they were talking about. I didn't wait. I didn't say hi to everybody. I just talked to her because she's the only one I'm interested in anyway. And there's not a lot of time because I'm kind of waiting in my line. They're waiting in their line. And we're all getting checked in. And I didn't want to wait till she left or being like, oh, I didn't want to wait too long. And then she's out of the airport and I can't approach her. I have to leave my bags or whatever else. Plus, the more you dilly-daddle about, the chances of you being successful drop by like a lot because she notices you or because you go in your head and you don't have that
alpha male approach of, hey, I spontaneously saw you, boom, right away I went in. If she notices you looking at her, she's like, oh, he had to work up the courage to come up to me. So you're automatically like a loser. So no, none of that. So I waited, I think like when I first noticed her, I waited about, I think 45 seconds because I noticed her as they were hugging. I just noticed her ass. And I was like, Jesus. She was so hot. So anyway, I was like, I don't want to go right in as they're hugging. I'm going to wait a bit, see what's going on. And they kind of finished hugging, and then I went in right away, and I just went up to her, eye contact. You have to look these chicks dead in their eyes. Like, do not flinch, do not look away, be 100% if you're going to commit. And I just looked her in her eyes, and I said, hi, I noticed you from over there, and I think you're cute. And the effect this had on her, I just looked at her. I didn't look at the other people. I didn't interact with her friend, her little brother, her mom. But I did. She looked at me and she was like incredulous. Her mom's jaw dropped. Her jaw dropped. And she went into Porky Pig mode, which this is really, really rare for a hot girl. Porky Pig mode is like where they're just like, you know, Porky Pig. It's like she can't talk. She's just like stunned. You just basically like tranquilized her or some shit. So she was like, and this is where I made a mistake. I said, hi, I saw you from over there. I think you're cute. And then I went, my name's Jack. What's your name? And then I extended my hand. And I think this was a mistake because although I was not showing any neediness through my eye contact, body language, or anything else, I think I extended my hand a little too early. And I left my hand up there. And she looked at my hand, but she was still so stunned. She went, do I know you? And I said, keep in mind, I'm still having my hand there. I said, no, but we can get to know each other. And then she keeps looking at my hand and she goes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, well, have a good day. And I just turned around and I went back to my bags like nothing ever happened. And the lesson here is there's two things that could have happened. She was in a very non-receptive state because she's basically saying bye to her friend. She's like in a sad state. She's not going to see her friend for a while because they look like they were very close friends by the way they were hugging it out. And her friend was kind of like tearing up. And her mom's friend was tearing up. She was like kind of like a little sad, but trying to smile, like put on a front that she's happy. And I went in there and it's JFK. I'm passing through, never going to see this girl again. And I did this approach even though the chances of it being successful were basically 0.01%. So the chances of me walking away with, I won't even say insta-date because that's just ridiculous, but even a number would have been almost impossible in this scenario. But why did I do this? Even against all odds, like, I guess the haters will say, oh, well, you have a negative mentality, man, because da-da-da. No, I don't have a negative mentality. It's like a ridiculous approach. It's like almost an impossible approach. They're basically hugging it out, sad that they're going to leave. Her mom's there, her little bro's there, her friend is there, and her friend's mom. And they're basically, I'm going up like, hey, I want to meet you. I'm here. What's up? This is my penis. How are you? What are the chances of that going down successfully? Not very much. I would give it maybe 0.05%. It's just like a ridiculous approach. We're in the airport. Why did I do this approach though? Why did I go through with it? Well, I did this approach because I don't see enough of these hot girls. Like, it's rare. They're like freaking unicorns, I want to say. I mean, maybe not as rare as unicorns, but it's like really rare that you'll see these chicks just out in the wild. You'll see a lot of them at like big clubs like in Vegas or Miami or some posh club in LA. You'll see a lot of them there. But during the day, I almost never see them. And this chick was done up. Like, she looked like she was going clubbing after this or like an Instagram model or something like that. So I wanted to go up to her for that experience. And it didn't matter what happened. And the two lessons I can say from this, I wanted to approach her even though the chances were like slim to none, because I wanted the experience of going up, making my intentions known to a super hot chick and not giving a fuck about her opinion. Like, zero fucks given. Because maybe I won't get this chick. Like, I knew my chances were slim. I don't want to say I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get rejected, because that's not what was going through my mind. I was like, just kind of like, oh, there's a low probability of success here, but fuck it. I'm going to go in anyway. I'm going to get this experience, and that's all that matters. Because with this chick, whatever, there was a high chance of it not working out. There was a high chance of rejection. But I didn't give a fuck, because there will be another girl just as hot, or maybe hotter, that I will be going up to next time. And this experience will improve or set me up for success with the next girl. Not this girl, because like I said, the chances were slim to none. But next time, maybe I see a girl at a coffee shop. She's ridiculously hot. Everyone around her, like, there are dudes looking at her, but they're too intimidated to approach. And I'll just go up like I'm going for a walk or something, or like I'm breathing. It's just so natural for me. And that's what a lot of guys miss out on. That's what a lot of guys don't get. They think, oh, I don't want to get rejected. Oh, I don't want to look like a fool. Oh, people are going to look at me. No, fuck that. Don't care about that. What's more important? Other people's opinion of you, or your opinion of yourself, or your goals, or your success? You're damn right it's your success. But what if I were to tell you, hey, you can get your blueprint girl. It's like your ideal girl, however you want your girl to look. Blonde, brunette, big boobs, big ass, whatever you want. Perfect proportions, Victoria's Secret model, tennis player, whatever your ideal girl is. You can get that girl, but in order to get that girl, you have to be rejected by 50 other hot girls that are just as hot as her. Would you do it? I would do that shit in a second, because I would want those rejections to come as fast and as quick as possible so I can get to that girl. Because then I'd know, hey, it's 1 in 50. So boom, give it to me. Give me those rejections. I will go through 49 like it's nothing. And on the 50th, I get that girl or whoever. This is very random. I'm just using a hypothetical. But this is what you need to do. This is how your mind needs to be. And I will talk about another thing that I've always had this mentality, because I think adversity builds character. And not only that, I think this is really important. I want you to listen very clearly to this, because this is a very important point. And I'll talk about it. I'll expand on it in another podcast or recording or maybe video. But this is so, so critical. I think your character is just like someone making a really great sword. If you watched Kill Bill, you remember the Hanzo swords were so great because they were so high quality. They were like basically perfectly made. You basically want to become that Hanzo sword. And how is that sword made? How is that Japanese sword made? I don't know the exact process, but I do know you take the steel, you heat it, and then you pound it over and over and over and over again. And that steel becomes so sharp and so durable, you can cut through concrete. That's how your character will be. That's how your body language will be. That's how your eye contact will be. That's how your tonality will be. But in order to get there, what needs to happen? What do you think those hammers represent? Those hammers represent rejection. Those hammers represent pain. Those hammers represent your obstacles. And you're taking them, and you're taking them, and you're taking them. And you have to survive. Otherwise, you take a hammer, you break, you're out. That's it. You're out of the game. You go the Magtao way, or you go monk mode forever, or you give up on girls and you just start, living a life devoted to pornography and video games and other bullshit. Women are part of what makes life beautiful. You don't want to say, oh, well, the game is rigged, I'm out of it. No. Take your licks, take your rejection, take the pain, and become a freaking Hanzo sword that can take anybody on, take anything on, talk to any hot girl. Just do not give up. Yeah, it's going to suck. And you know what? This game is not for quitters. Just like business is not for quitters. Everybody wants to be a millionaire, but nobody wants to take the pain of, starting a business, losing it, going through bankruptcy, having to sleep on your friend's couch, or begging people for money because you've spent it all on your business, sleepless nights, anxiety, stress, gray hairs. A lot of people who made it have gray hairs. Just look at some of the entrepreneurs. There's so much stress involved in running a big business. And I have a lot of friends here in Europe that have great businesses, and almost all of them have gray hair. Little secret. Everybody wants the millions, but nobody wants the pain. Same thing. Everybody wants to fuck the hot chick, the model, the prom queen, the club booth thought, or the Instagram thought, or whatever is hot at the moment, but nobody wants the pain and rejection of when they go up to her. But that rejection is like a stepping stone for the girl that you're going to meet that will be very receptive to your approach, just because you just don't give a shit. She'll see it in your eyes that you're not afraid of her. She'll see it that her beauty does not intimidate you. Her beauty does not trans you out. And that's what you're striving for. You're taking these hammers, boom, rejection, boom, rejection, boom, rejection. But they are molding you into a freaking Hanzo sword. Sharp, deadly, and you will not be intimidated. And all this confidence you build up, you can use it in all aspects of your life. All aspects. So yeah, I just wanted to record that for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And next time you see a really hot girl, remember these words. Remember them. And go up and approach her. No fear. Do not give a shit. Her rejection will set you up for your eventual hot girl. Like I said, you might not get this one. You might not get the next one. You might not get the next one. But you will get one. I speak from experience. You just have to take your freaking hammers. And it's going to hurt. But you're going to get back up and get back out there and build yourself into a freaking beast of a man. A confident alpha man.